Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute, to the point that it's actually become a lukewarm minute. Not exactly sure how the temperatures and the minutes work in terms of how much time they actually represent. I've graduated university now, so I have an ungodly amount of free time on my hand, and I was thinking I should revive the YouTube channel, and what better way to revive the YouTube channel than with Noah Centineo. And I know that Noah Centineo is not the same kind of clickbait name that he used to be. He's not in the limelight, not since the squirt video. But I was scrolling through Twitter, as I do, and I saw this tweet. And it made me think about this Google Slides presentation that I have made. I made this 2 years ago when the whole PowerPoint night thing kind of started. And if there's one thing you should know about me is that I dominate PowerPoint nights, okay? It's my favorite thing to do. I don't know, I'm just good at it. Associating two unlike things together.
I'm just good at it.
What grocery store aisle smells the best? Or what IKEA furniture would wear which shoe size? Just came up with those on the spot. So today I present to you Noah Centineo movies as the 5 stages of grief. Oh, before we get into this, I'm not a psychology student, don't know anything about the stages of grief besides their names and a brief explanation. I hope you are not coming to this video to learn about the stages of grief. My goodness. This is my attempt at a green screen. All I have is this navy blanket. Fuck, I just realized it might take out... We will see if this works. Otherwise, maybe I'm manually cutting myself out. Okay, I should try not to move too much. Hello, this is my presentation. I'm so excited to see what editing Georgina does with this. I didn't do too poorly. Okay, not to toot my own horn, but toot, I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, that's the presentation. Also, I'm squatting on the floor right now. This is quite the setup. That's all I have to say. Let's get into it. Slide number 1. These are the 5 stages of grief. If you don't know what they are, I guess I will quickly tell you. So that's the Ross. Let's call it the KR grief cycle. Okay? So, would it be going this way? I'm trying to think if it's going to be flipped. You know what? Okay. First, we have denial. So it goes denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. All right, you heard it here first, guys. But apparently Dr. Kubler-Ross, regrets making it 5, because actually 7, but we're not going to get into that because, like I said, not a psychology student, did not study psychology. I studied media studies. So... please do not take any psychological information from me. This is purely for the jokes. Okay, so let's quickly go over the stages. So the first one is denial, and that's when you kind of deny that it's happening as a way to cope. Anger, that's when it starts to sink in, but then anger is easier than pain because you can blame someone. And then we get bargaining, and that's sort of the what if statements, oh, if I only did this, then this would be like this, and blah blah blah. For people who are religious, that could be actual bargaining, God, I will always trust you or believe in you if they get better, that kind of thing. And then depression is depression. And then acceptance, it's not necessarily yeah, things are great, things are good. It's just kind of okay, this is what it is. Yeah. And then that's kind of on the upscale, going out of the grief. Doesn't mean it's good. I'm actually so uncomfortable right now. Should I sit on a little thing? I'm literally crouching, guys. And I got drumsticks because this is my mirror. This is not a high quality production. Oh my gosh, I should use this. This is a drumstick. Whose drumstick is this? Nick Vino's July 11th, 2022. Okay. I'm going to point to things I'm the weatherman, weather person, but I don't actually, nothing's here for me. For me, it looks like this. But for you, it looks hopefully it looks different. Okay. So quick preface. We're not going to talk about this movie. I love this movie. Well, do I love it? Yeah, I like it. Is it an amazing film? No, I would not say it is. But it has, a special spot in my heart because when I was in high school, I read this book series. Okay? Yes, I read the book before it was even thought to become a movie. Okay? And you know what? As its own thing, adorable, cute. We love to see it. Let's get to stage 1. Okay? Stage 1 is denial, and here we have Sierra Burgess is a loser. Why is it denial? Because Netflix is in denial, thinking that this is a good movie. They thought this was gonna slay. It flopped, okay? I'll give you so many reasons why. These YA book adaptations are so good and people love them. You know why they love them? Because when it's in a book form, the author has time to fully develop characters and work out all the kinks and make sure it makes sense, which they didn't do with this movie. The plot is very convoluted. I haven't even seen the movie. I've just watched various YouTubers watch it, and I read the whole plot on Wikipedia, and it is fucked. I'm going to read some, okay? Basically, Noah Centineo's character wants to date this girl, but then this girl has a boyfriend, which for some reason in the plot on Wikipedia is in air quotes, but he is real I don't understand. Anyway, she gives Sierra Burgess's phone number to Jamie instead. Why she has it, I don't know. Don't remember. They didn't talk about that. Maybe they did. I haven't seen the movie. But then Sierra just starts talking to him. Why would you start texting someone who you didn't know? You're if someone randomly texts me and it's hey, I'm delete. Swipe delete. Anyway, they talk. She, I guess, is pretending to be Veronica, which is fine because, that's what happens in these quirky little situations. There's a video call that happens, but then what happens? Okay, one night Jamie video calls Veronica, who appears on the screen while Sierra talks behind it. Which doesn't make any sense. I think because they had called on the phone. But if she gave the number, did she not speak? Does he not know what her voice sounds like? And then they go on a date. Veronica, real person Veronica, and Jamie. Okay, I give up. It's stupid. There's so many layers and it doesn't make sense. But yeah, also, I think Netflix was oh, the people want Barb! We killed her off! Spoilers. But I think we were fine. I don't think we were in, serious Barb debt. Or I don't know what her real name is. Sorry, girl. You slayed as Barb for the few episodes that you were in. So yes, denial. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, guys. So, we're at number 2, stage number 2, anger. And let me tell you, this movie makes me so angry. Okay? So this is Swiped. Horrendous film. God, I can't believe I even called it a film. This horrendous movie. It's just garbage rat.
Garbage rat. You look like you crawled out a sewer.
For some reason, the poster is Noah Centineo in the front. One, it's an ugly poster, but also, he's not even the main character. It's this guy. Georgina, am I touching it? Him? Man, it's an it. Plot-wise, it follows, 2 college roommates, and they're trying to make, a hookup app to be
no strings attached.
But then our softie, he, realizes that's bad. The movie is just kind of misogynistic and yucky and very obvious that it's written by adults who, have never spoken to someone who's, 18 before because they think this is what they're like. Also, Noah Centineo commits 2 major fashion crimes. One, he sleeps in a flannel, and he also wears a hoodie that is no sleeves. Lastly, can you tell that I'm angry, hence anger? The app is called Jungle. I don't get it. Is it because we're all in the jungle and we're feral? Maybe that actually is it. That actually makes sense. Last thing, though, they do say that your 5-year-old cousin could use the app, and that's disgusting. Next, we have stage 3, which is bargaining. And there we get the perfect date. And this bargaining what-if statement is Netflix saying, what if we made To All the Boys I Loved Before, but we made it again and we made it a little bit different, but we still had the same male lead and we had Allie from Austin and Allie. Netflix is begging you at every second for you to think, this is original, this is fun, I like this, it makes sense. but it doesn't. Okay? Doesn't make any sense. Let me read you some more plot, because again, haven't seen this one. So Brooks, which that's not a first name. Brooks is Noah Centineo's character. He is good at being a fake boyfriend. Sound familiar? They make an app where he sells himself as a +1 to occasions, which to me sounds like an escort. No shame. Sex work is work. But just call it what it is. This would be a lot more interesting if it wasn't marketed to teens. It was marketed to a little bit of an older crowd, and it was like he was like an escort. I don't know, man. It could be kind of fun. The whole idea of having an app to make him this sort of not male escort, gets neglected pretty much immediately. I just... truly bargaining, because they're like, what if we made a movie that made you go, what if this was interesting? What if you had seen this movie before? I came up with another point, and that's, you watch the movie and you think, if this was this, maybe I'd like it. There's a lot of areas and variables that could have been tweaked to make it okay. Bargaining. Okay, carry on. Sorry I look like this. Let's move on to stage number 4, depression. Okay, and that is SPF 18. I have watched this entire movie, and I don't remember feeling a single thing. It kind of felt like I watched it completely sober, kind of felt like I watched it intoxicated, because I can picture flashes of it in my brain. I don't remember if there was a plot. I don't believe it is. It's like summer vacation, whatever. But nothing happens. So it is depression 1, because watching it just makes me kind of depressed. But also I feel like it emulates a depressive episode in the way that things happen, but then they don't leave a lasting impression, and you're just kind of floating, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? Where am I? There you go. Fist bump. So a summer movie you should feel exciting and, kind of fun and flirty and fresh, and it's not like that. Yeah, it's just a horrible movie. I truly do not understand. But some of the lines, okay, I will say, some of the lines in this movie are so hilarious because they're just horrendous. But lastly, the thing that makes me the most depressed is they got poor Keanu Reeves in this movie. That man has had a very tragic life. Leave him alone. Why did they do that? Why is he the uncle? And lastly, we have stage 5, acceptance, which is, to all the boys, P.S. I still love you. And in this case, it's acceptance because this is where he belongs, right? This is where he belongs. He doesn't need to be doing something else. This is an established character. Peter Kavinsky, he's established. It's a thing. But then, it's not, as I mentioned. We're just kind of okay, this is how it is. It doesn't need to be more than this. This is not necessarily a good thing, but we can accept that this is the way it is. I am not offended by this. I have no anger. I don't feel like I need to bargain. Not depressed over this. And I'm not in denial. This does exist. I can tell you, especially at the time that I'm filming it, it exists. I think there might be a third one out. Didn't watch it. Hopefully Noah Centineo can move on with his life after this. And we actually know that he does because this trailer. I think this is a little harsh. I think I did it for the bit. He does have an interesting, neck situation. He has a neck, clearly, I can see it, but, there's not a ton of it. He doesn't have a lot of jaw. I think that's what the problem is. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna do my little outro here. I know that was a quick little video, but this is what I'm here for. Like and subscribe. I got a lot of plans of stuff that's coming, guys, and I'm looking forward to it. But I have a lot of Google Slide presentations that I would love to present in this format with a better green screen, because what the fuck is this? Okay, subscribe, click that bell, comment down below, mail me a kiss, and I'll see you guys later.